Welcome to Arsenal Report, and remember, subscribe, then enjoy your news. In a summer already blazing with big moves, Arsenal Football Club have officially confirmed the signing of Argentine superstar Lautaro Martínez from Inter Milan. The 27-year-old striker, fresh off captaining Inter to a Serie A title and yet another personal goal-scoring milestone, becomes the most expensive signing in Arsenal's history and one of the biggest statement signings of the 2025 summer window. This is the full story of how Lautaro Martínez finally made his way to North London through ambition, strategy, and Mikel Arteta's unrelenting pursuit of elite firepower. It all began earlier this year, when Arsenal's technical team started identifying a new striker to elevate the attack to Champions League winning levels. Despite Gabriel Jesus' contributions and Kai Havertz's growth in a hybrid role, Arteta wanted something more. A lethal number 9 who could press, finish, create, and bring the mentality of a serial winner. Martínez had been on Arsenal's radar since 2021. But now, with Arsenal competing at the top of the Premier League and in Europe, they finally had the platform to lure a player of his calibre. Arteta, Edu, and new sporting director Andrea Berta placed him at the top of the summer shortlist. Contacts were made and private talks began before the 2024/25 season even ended. Inter Milan were initially reluctant to sell their captain and top scorer, who had bagged 22 Serie A goals and 6 assists last season. But with financial constraints mounting, and Lautaro reportedly interested in a new challenge after winning everything in Italy, the door slowly opened. In late May, Arsenal submitted an opening offer in the region of €95 million, which Inter rejected. But dialogue continued. Arsenal returned with an improved offer, €115 million, plus bonuses rising to €130 million. And this time, the Italian giants accepted. Lautaro, impressed by the club's ambition, was reportedly moved by personal calls from Mikel Arteta, Martin Odegaard, and even Thierry Henry, who told him he could become a legend at the Emirates. On June 20th, 2025, Arsenal made it official with a club statement. "We are delighted to welcome Lautaro Martínez to Arsenal, a world-class striker, a proven winner, and a true leader. This marks a new era in our ambition to compete for every major honour." The club released stunning photos of Lautaro in the iconic red and white shirt holding the number 9 jersey, alongside Mikel Arteta and Edu. Fans erupted across social media. Emirates Stadium was lit up with the Argentine flag. South American gunners called it a dream signing. Lautaro brings a unique blend of attributes that Arsenal had been missing. Known as El Toro for his bullish strength and relentless energy, he can play as a lone striker, in a front two, or even as a second forward. His traits: clinical finishing from inside and outside the box. Excellent hold-up and link play, tireless pressing, ideal for Arteta's high-intensity system leadership and winning mentality, big game pedigree, World Cup winner, Serie A champion, UCL finalist. He's not just a goal scorer, he's a complete forward, capable of bringing others into play while being deadly himself. Arsenal wasted no time in getting Martínez involved. His unveiling at the Emirates drew over 35,000 fans. With music, lights, and even a message from Lionel Messi, the event was one of the grandest player unveilings in club history. Martínez spoke to fans directly. "This is the right moment in my career. Arsenal is a club of ambition, history, and incredible fans. I'm here to win, and to make history." He also revealed he had admired Arsenal since childhood and had spoken with former gunner Alexis Sanchez before making the final decision. With Lautaro confirmed, Arsenal now boast one of the most dynamic front lines in Europe. Lautaro Martínez up top, Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli on the wings. Martin Odegaard pulling strings behind options like Trossard, Havertz, Madueke and Kvaratskhelia, giving depth. The signing is expected to push Arsenal to genuine Champions League contender status, while also strengthening their Premier League title charge. Social media exploded. "We've just signed a world beater. Lautaro in, City beware. Arteta cooking Michelin star football. We've got El Toro. We're ready for war. Outside the Emirates, murals were already being... Another news. Arsenal Football Club officially announced that Bukayo Saka, the Hale End wonder kid turned world-class winger, is now the new captain of the North London Giants. At just 23 years of age, Saka's elevation to the armband wasn't merely a decision of talent. It was a choice of soul, spirit, and legacy. From the very beginning, Bukayo Saka was more than just a footballer. He was a symbol. Born in Ealing, raised with discipline and humility, and moulded in the sacred fields of Hale End, Saka's rise through the ranks was steeped in Arsenal DNA. The Emirates was not just his stadium, it was his second home. Over the years, he didn't just develop his footballing craft, he embodied the values of patience, perseverance, and pride. The journey to this leadership role began long before his name was stitched on the back of millions of red and white jerseys. It started with silent acts of maturity, applauding when benched, training harder when criticized, speaking only when necessary, and letting his boots tell the story. Fans saw the potential, but more importantly, his teammates saw the anchor, calm in chaos, brave in defeat, and gracious in victory. When Martin Ødegaard, the previous captain, stepped down due to long-term injury concerns and a wish to refocus on recovery, Mikel Arteta didn't hesitate. In a closed-door meeting at London Colney, the decision was made. "Bukayo is Arsenal," said Arteta. "He is the beating heart of this project. He knows where we've come from, and more importantly, where we are going." The announcement sent ripples through the footballing community. For Arsenal fans, it was deeply emotional. This wasn't a player bought for millions from a foreign league. This was their own. A boy who grew into a man under the floodlights of the Emirates, through the highs of Champions League nights and the pain of penalty shootouts. His leadership debut came in a pre-season friendly against Bayern Munich in California. As Saka walked out wearing the captain's armband, there was an aura about him, confident yet humble, determined yet grounded. From the first whistle, he was relentless. He barked instructions, rallied the midfield, and dropped deep to support the defense. It wasn't just a role, it was a revelation. Off the pitch, Saka's captaincy signaled a new era. He became the face of Arsenal's culture, a blend of youthful ambition and historic tradition. He encouraged younger players like Ethan Nwaneri and Miles Lewis-Skelly, just as he was once mentored by Hector Bellerin and Per Mertesacker. He led team bonding events, organised family dinners for the squad, and even worked closely with club psychologists to ensure mental wellness across the team. One of the defining moments came during Arsenal's clash with Manchester City at the Etihad. The game was tense. With the scoreline locked at 1-1 and City pressing high, Saka dropped into midfield, picked up the ball under pressure, wriggled past two markers, and launched a through ball that led to Gabriel Jesus' winning goal. He didn't celebrate with flair. He simply pointed to the badge, clenched his fist, and shouted, "This is Arsenal!" In the post-match interview, Pep Guardiola said, "Saka played like a captain. He reminds me of Iniesta in temperament and of Xavi in vision. Arsenal have chosen wisely." But leadership isn't just about the beautiful moments. It's about the burdens. During a difficult stretch in November, when Arsenal went 4 matches without a win, and the media began to whisper doubts, Saka faced the cameras. "We take responsibility. I take responsibility," he said. "But this is just a storm. And we are Arsenal. We play through storms." His resilience was infectious. The squad rebounded, winning 7 straight games, including a memorable 3-2 comeback against Liverpool at Anfield. In that game, Saka not only scored a brace, but also cleared a ball off the line in stoppage time. It was the performance of a man carrying history on his shoulders, but carrying it with joy. Bukayo's influence extended beyond the pitch.